Hello, sir.
Madam, good evening. Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, madam. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, madam. Madam, good evening. Is audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I am in the line.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Welcome.
afternoon, madam. Okay,
Yes,
madam.
sir.
Hmm.
I am Pallavi here. I will be the host for today's session, sir.
Okay.
I need few time to make this session live on YouTube and Facebook.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you can share your PowerPoint presentation.
Yes, madam. Yeah. Yes. I think it's visible now.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
Not yet. Okay. Yeah. I think it's visible now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, madam. Madam, let us start.
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Shall we start now, sir?
Yes, madam, please.
Hello, everyone. Present here virtually. I am Pallavi here, and I welcome you all for today's session, which is titled as Enhancing the Leadership Skills, Factors and Dimensions. And presenting this session, we have with us our today's expert, Dr. Venkatachalam sir. Dr. C. Venkatachalam is a MA, MPhil and PhD in sociology. He has 26 years teaching experience in 3 universities as Acharya Nagarjuna University, Andhra Pradesh, Bharatidasan University and Periyar University in Tamil Nadu. Currently mentor professor at Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. He handled the research projects funding by UNICEF, WHO, Swedish International Development Agency, DANLP, USAID, UNDP Tamil Nadu, AIDS, Control Society, ACSSR, and UGC. He is expert in human development report and representative plans. He has delivered more than 200 important addresses in keynote, valedictory, plenary, etc. Member in many professional associations, including International Society on Early Intervention Center of Human Development and Disabilities University of Washington, USA. Without wasting much time, I am welcome to Dr. C. Venkatachalam, sir. You may start now, sir.
Okay, madam, please. So, good evening to one and all. At the outset, my sincere and heartfelt thanks to go to Business Rozgar. I am not new to this group. Number of occasions I have delivered my addresses on the topics pertain to the current situation, because it is need of the hour to throw the light and highlight on important aspects of the human society is facing. Since our society is consists of several issues, dimensions, problems, etc., all the budding scholars and the experts and who are interested in the different fields must know what is happening in the societies, because society consists of industry, families, many more organization skills, etc. But in this connection, today I have chosen the topic which is a need of our to highlight some of the important aspects about the leaderships in general and the leaderships in among the youth and industries in particular. How to enhance leadership qualities, because every individuals requires leadership. Every one of us having the some kinds of leadership qualities which is being expressed from time to time depending upon the situation, and try to solve the problems arises. Leadership is to be developed. Leadership is not a permanent. Leadership is keep on changing, and how the leadership is being reflected when the crisis occurs. So in this context, we are going to discuss some of the important aspects of the leadership skills and factors and dimensions. So with this a few remarks, I like to start upon leadership. All we know about the leadership, sometimes leader is who is having the follower. After sometimes the definitions have come, leader is nothing but linking pin. So leadership who has the followers, and different kinds of leaders are being emerged, being discussed, being discoursed on different forums, international, national seminars and symposia regarding how the leadership is being developed. So leadership, all we know where leadership ability of an individual or a group of individuals who influence and guide the followers or other members of an organization. Organization itself consists of three components: organ, organism, organization. Organ is a part, because when plurality of parts, number of parts joined together with purpose, the organization is being developed. Organization itself a process, because number of people involved in the organization. Organization may be small, medium, large, or gigantic, but the organization have a hierarchy, top to bottom. There is a top will be the general manager or managing director, and followed by several people are there, several entities are there. What we call it is a line organization. Line organization is always taking the decision, and which is being implemented, and the staff organization is implementing agency. What are the decisions taken by the line organization level? So leadership is an ability to influence the people, because the two industry grows or any organization grows which involves the time demanding solution, and what are the other organizations do, because it is a vibrant and is keep on observing what is happening and all. Leadership involves in making a healthy atmosphere, because Amita Edzioni, you might have known, that is industrial relations experts, is talking about when the production is increasing, is spontaneously we can understand that the satisfied laborers are there. So the leadership is creating a healthy atmosphere. Healthy atmosphere is nothing but how the conducive environment is there to enhance the productivity or enhance the efficiency. Leaders always providing motivation, building moral processes from time to time. Sometimes take difficult decisions, creating the articulating the clear vision and establishment of achieving the goals, because organization is nothing but the goals are very important. All the aims should be converted as the goals, and taking the decisions in difficult times and creating the articulating the clear vision, because visionary is very important, goal setting is very, very important, and before that the creating the aim is very more important, and taking the decisions in difficult circumstances, that is more important than any other things. So in this context, the right person for the right job, the organization, the leadership in the organization always searching for a good person who is having who is in a position to deliver his best, providing the followers with the knowledge and the tools necessary to achieve those goals. Because once the goals has been fit, the goals has been set, but the goals to be achieved. Goals to be achieved, there may be several hurdles may be there, stoppages may be there, constraints may be there, but the leadership is conquering all the things. He or she make the tools to make the goals to be reached, because setting the goal itself, understanding the strength and weakness of the labor, because leadership knows very well every one of the labor is very, because effective, he has chosen the labor by understanding his caliber, his commitment, and how he is in a position to deliver his best. Leaders are not bound and required for the most aspects of the society, from business to politics to region to community based organization. Leadership is everywhere, because leadership not only for the business, because not only for the politics, not only for the region, not only for the community based organ, not only for the non-governmental organization, but leaders everywhere. Leaders is in a position to provide, is understanding the different aspects of the society, what is happening and what should be done. On the basis of it is taking all the people into confidence, self-confidence, strong communication and management skills, creative and innovative thinking, perseverance of the face of failures. Because self-confidence is one of the important aspects of the leadership is conferred. Because when the leadership having the self-confidence, self-esteem, self-motivation, and he is in a position to send the strong communication. Because effective communication is in a position to nurturing good qualities among his followers or among the laborers are concerned. When the communication is very effective, the leader is in a position to send the communication top to bottom in each and every aspect, because he has a special skills, management skills, because managing the skills is not only for the managing the machineries, managing the manpower, managing the raw materials, managing the money and all, but managing the human being is very, very crucial aspect of the management, because he is having lot of skills. Sometimes it has been gained from the experience, sometimes it is getting from the theories which already has been developed. Sometimes it's a methodological orientation, all the things put together depending upon the aims and the objectives of the organization. Leader is always working with objectivity. He is keeping the subjectivity behind and making the tools, making the decisions on the basis of objectivity. When the organization is having the strong objectivity, it is in a position to there is not at all a failure. It is every failure is nothing but an experience gained from all the unsuccess. Willingness to take risks, openness to change, and level-headedness and reactiveness in times of crisis and some of the futures of the leader. Because leaders always having taking the risk, because industry is nothing but industry is a two polar. One is a one dimension is talking about the, because management is minimum investment, maximum profit. On the other hand, the labor is coming from every day should go in peaceful manner. So both are meet, because both are in opposite direction, the management and labor, but join together make an important decisions, because his leader is always having is a the industry or organization is a brainchild of a leader. Openness to change, because change is permanent, change is acceptable, and how the changes are taking place, because updating the knowledge, updating the technology, depending upon the efficiency and all, he is making the he is understanding all kinds of the changes are taking place. Is a division of labor is accepting as Adam Smith, economist, and the sociologist Emil Durkheim, how they developed the concept of division of labor, which is when the society is simple, the management was in a classical management we could see. When the society is complex, we are understanding every organization a complex nature, and they need norms, rules, and regulations. That are is a very understanding aspects for the leader is concerned. So he knows very well about the how the things to be developed. Then great leaders have the ability to make strategic and visionary decisions and convince others to follow the choose the decisions, because decision making is very important aspect that become the ordinary person become the great leaders, because he is in a position to make ability and the strategic management, visionary skills, decision making, and convince others, because leaders always taking the confidence of the management is on the one side and understand the laborers on the other side. He is a bridge in between the laborers and management, because he knows very well labor is a very precious, labor is perishable, labor is an art, labor is an expenditure of energy to make certain things. So leaders is taking the decision. It is useful for the management as well as laborers are concerned. The consensus is leaders create vision and can successful get others to work towards achieving the goal, because always we can understand that goals should be achieved. Goals should be achieved. Otherwise, when the goals are unattained, then what will be happen? The frustration starts, and the laborers also lose the confidence, and leadership will lose his glamour. They do this by setting directions and inspiring others way to succeed achieving the end result, because the result is very important. The leaders already knows that how to make the decision, what type of success is going to achieve, what type of result he is going to, he has been fixed in the mind, because he's getting the work from all the people, get together, joining with them, and understanding the difficulties, the problems, all the grievances. Is keeping all the things inside and making these things motivating the people to move towards the end result. Moreover, they are capable of getting the people excited and motivated to work toward the vision, because motivation is the key. The first two words of the motivation, MO, means move. There is no stagnation at all. The workers now always the management thinking about the management by objective instead of management by control. Today, instead of command, the work will be get from the workers is by using the all kinds of skills, because it is required. They are keeping all the commands back, and he is finding the way how to make it, because is a instead of strong culture, he like to go for weak culture, adjusting the people from time to time. So in this context only, the leadership qualities and I'll talk about, the people will be excited on the base of the how the leaders are taking the decisions from the occasions. Great leaders know how to both inspire the people and get followers to complete the task that achieve the leaders' goals, because every organization is having the different kinds of laborers. All the organization doesn't have its own goal, because it's understanding the strength and weakness of the labor and their likes and dislikes. The leader can fix the goals, because they're taking all the people taking the goal towards the goal that will become organization goal. Leadership often requires leaders to take on the some management tasks, because management task is very, very, very important. Managing the time, managing the all kinds of necessary tasks. So leadership is making these things, because different kinds of leaders are there, because sometimes you can understand the among the blue collar workers, among the white collar workers. Within the blue collar, there is a divisions are there. There is a creating skilled laborers, semi-skilled laborers, unskilled laborers. All the people are very essential, because all the people may not be skilled, all the people may not be semi-skilled, all the people may not be unskilled or manual laborers, because all the people are required to make some kind of these things. Good leaders can understand their strength and articulating the steps required to complete task and holding the people accountable and achieving their target and beyond, because organizations are working for not only for the within the organization, because it's an organization as a never-ending process. It is keep on, when organization is completing the product, the completed product will go for the raw material for other organization. Again, the other organization completing the things, it will go for some other organization, because many industries or many industrial organizations having many auxiliary units to get the support. Auxiliary units are strengthening the industrial organization to be supporting some kind of products. Leadership is requires individuals to possess certain key traits such as strong communication skills, charisma, assertiveness, and empathy, because leaders are required not only for the effective communication, the communication should be strong, communication should be lucid, communication should be very effective, communication very simple, and charisma. Leadership is always not only by the personality oriented, but it is taking the decisions, and the follower should believe that the leadership in certain aspect of charismatic characteristics. Assertiveness, because it is not going back when the decisions taken, and stick on to the decisions, which will help the leadership and taking all the laborers and all the followers into confidence. Many individuals inherently possess some kind of leadership trait. Most individuals have to develop many, if not at all, characteristics associated with the leadership, because leadership is nothing but trait. Leadership is nothing but characteristics, futures, and nature. Because all the things are put together, it is a process depending upon the situation, how the organization is moving towards fast towards the ahead of other organization, because organization not only one but several kinds of organizations, and how these organizations being taken to next level, that is in the hands of the leadership is concerned. There are numerous guidelines, books, classes, and consultants aimed at helping the individuals developing these traits, and perhaps more importantly, understand which traits are most effective, which is circumstances, and with the which teams. Because team management, team building, and how the leadership is, because number of books have been written, and the number of classes have been being consulted, and the number of individuals, and there are already the people who have succeeded in the traits. So all the things are, because sources are many to develop, inculcate, and nurture different kinds of abilities within a one leader. Some people can develop leadership skills through their everyday experience, because leadership is, we can keep on changing. Every day is a learning process for a leader. Every assignment is a learning chance. But everything is now is understanding, updating the knowledge from various places, various sources, and is developed, is gaining the experience from day-to-day life. Moreover, some people do not hold any positions of authority or business state, even though they sometimes without having the leadership positions, but they know how to make it authoritatively, how to make it the understand the situation, to take the decisions from important timings, demonstrate leadership through their actions and abilities to rally the people, act on their visions, sometimes something better than the status quo, because existing rules, existing norms is applicable to all. Within these norms, within these existing rules and regulations and the legislations, how the leaders are making their organizations more effective, their organization to take the next level. Now coming to these are the leadership is sometimes autocratic, aristocratic, sometimes democratic. But what we could understand is leadership today is required is a functional leader, because understanding all the people, understanding the strength and weakness of his followers, and all the things put together, leadership taking the to the next level. Factors of leadership. This first one is motivation. Motivation is the key. Motivating the people towards the directions of the industry. And industry is nothing but is industrious. Industries are not only knows how to use the tool, but how to make them also. So in this connection, leadership is making a motivation is the key. Motivation is sometimes is a quality, sometimes a neatness, sometimes is the understanding the situation. All the things are, so motivation always is the best mechanism for the leadership concern. Tolerance is a patience. Leaders always having tolerance, because his aim is, goal setting is his aim, how this dynamically an industry can work out, how the industry can moving towards very fast, because tolerance is very important. Sometimes there may be a strikes, there may be a lockouts, all the things are there. When the leader is good, leader is there, the strikes and the lockouts are keeping aside. When the workers are unhappy about the organization, they will go for a strike. When the organization is inability to continue the organization, there is a possibilities for lockouts. But both the things are not happening there because of the leadership making tolerance. Sometimes workers will be alienated because of they feel powerlessness, normlessness, meaninglessness, and the self-estrangement, and times away from the fellow worker. But all the things are being keeping in mind. Leaders always making, he's keeping the tolerance inside and making the people towards moving towards the direction. Because the Hawthorne experiments in USA found that, because it is the leadership is understanding the labor is a crucial aspect to move towards the efficient and production. The trust, the workers to with the trust on the leaders is concerned. Because trust is not a one-day activity. Trust is being keep on build up by the everyday success, and the success will not be a it's a continuous process, but sometimes failures may be there. But the workers, how this is a leisure and this on a work. Whenever there is a setback is there, but the leader is making this setback is a trust and making this a learning process, because once you learn the difficulty circumstances and subsequently there may not be any issues for the things. Leadership with some purpose. Purpose is every individual is being created, because leader is feeling that every worker is a dynamic, every worker is thinking power, every worker is in a position to deliver his best. So deliver his best is the organization creating organization, best organization climate, best conducive workforce, because he is maintaining the leadership is a satisfaction. Because when the workers are happy in the organization, they are in a position to deliver his best, and the efficiency will increase. The organization will be understood by the people, his own consumers, own customers. So all the things are leadership is with working with a purpose. Because vision, every leader should have a vision. Visionary is not a statement alone, but the vision is creating what type of motto every organization has. Every institution has a motto. When the London School of Economics started in 1895 by the Sydney Webb and Beatrice Webb, who is responsible for the coining the term collective bargaining in London. They started with the motto of the organization is to know the cause of others. So in this understanding, everything is scientific. So vision is a very, very important. Vision is nothing but how the motto has been created for the organization is concerned. So leaders making the vision. When they have to after making the vision, leaders are finding the mission for the vision. Mission is how this mission is being targeted, how the mission is being taken to consideration, how it is reaching the society. Because any kind of inventions, any kind of industry, any kind of organization, that must have a clear-cut vision. So the mission can help to make it a mission properly. So vision and mission simultaneously go through and simultaneously achieving the target as in the short span of time. Attitude, the leaders is always having the positive approach. Positive attitude is a positive thinking power. Because when the attitude is very strong, when the attitude is only one aim, it is never looks back this one negative attitude, only positive. Because even conflict, as a George Simmel of Germany mentioning that every conflict itself a positive. Because when the conflict is ignoring the outside, when we are fighting against the outside, that we can understand that because this is our organization, our intra conflict will disappear and join together. It will become the solidarity group. So worker is having always keeping the mind that attitude should be positive. That should bring the changes in the mindset of the people. This is our organization. We feeling oneness and all, and awareness. Because awareness creation is the most important aspect of the leadership is concerned. Awareness is nothing but how the skills of the organization, because this is our organization, this is our integrity, this is our our purpose. Because all joined together, that is maintaining is the organization is more strong and is in a position to compete with others at any kind of on par with any kind of organization in the world. So awareness is a main aspect of the leadership. Determination is it is a culture. It's a culture is nothing but learned and shared by us. Culture is everything. Culture is a norms. Culture is a values. Culture is so all the things put together. Determination. Determination of the leadership is bring the people maintain a positive approach, positive culture. So it keeps it in determination of the when the leader is having determination, all the followers having the determined to achieve their ends. Then faith. Organization is nothing but faith of the leader. Because when the leader should have the faith, he can understand, he can follow the rules created by the organization, which is suitable to him also. So organization is not only for the working for the within the four walls, but organization meant for different people, different aspects. So all the things in the organization work for the society as well. Society is keeping in mind how the human society will be affected, how the human society will get the benefited because of the faith of the leaders is there. Then inspiration. Leaders should be inspired. Leaders should be inspiring person. Inspiration is the key because every day is the society is facing a lot of changes. What we call is a evolution. Evolution is some changes are very slow rate, some changes are medium rate speed, some changes are very faster rate, because it is a fusion, it's a culmination of combination of all the things put together. So in these things, leader is always having inspiring others by his own decision, and he is making the organization's ambience is well known for the entire people, because sometimes it's the catchy words, sometimes is taking the people into the next level. Willpower. Leadership is nothing but willpower, because willpower is power, is the leader power, and authority is the most important aspect of the leader. Sometimes some of the occasions we talk about command will not work, but leader is the command is keeping the command in, but is making the willpower. Willpower means to how to get the work done, work the get from the his followers, it is workers is very important, because he is having willpower, how to control, how to manage, how to make the people into the next level of the organization. Patience. Sometimes leaders is always requiring patience is very important. As we told that sometimes leadership sometimes you have to motivate, sometimes you keep on motivating also, workers may not be joining the mainstream. So that is a keep on negotiations and different aspects, changing the, when the plan A is not working, then you will understand the plan B should work. When the plan B is not working, then you will identify the plan C. So our immediate leaders having different kinds of plan from time to time, undertaking the things, work at any cost, work will not be suffered. Work should be keep on moving towards the some kind of directions are concerned. Efficiency. Efficiency is nothing but productivity. Productivity is being kept by the organization depending upon the skills, depending upon the efficiency of the laborers are concerned. When the laborers are now what, when the leadership, the first step of the leadership, taking the lead, taking the workers is on the base of is the right person for the right job. If he is not compromising to take the labor for the organization, if he is not at all compromising, efficiency always being maintained, because it is going towards the important dimensions of the organization. Goal setting. Goal setting is not a easy task, because setting the goal, it is aiming for achieving the goal. Goal setting is when the goal is the goal should be achievable. Achievable goals are not fixed. What will be happen? Because always a frustration will start among the workers. So those should feel that our goals has not been regularly achieved, then the frustration may be there, and the leader cannot get the momentum, leader cannot get the respect from the followers. Then coming to the dimensions of the leaders are concerned, because we have seen the backdrop of the leadership and the factors. Now dimensions, all we know the communication, because when the communication is gap is there, the problem starts. So effective communication requires how the communication start from, suppose a leader is A, what all things is communicate, B also can understand, C also can understand, D also can understand, and in between others also. So what we call the best communication is the star communication. When the leader starts, everywhere the same communication will be reaching. All organizations which have been very successful, you can understand that the effective communication has been conveyed. It is the abundantly having by the leaders are concerned. Confidence. Level of confidence very, very important, because whatever it may be, sometimes there is a leadership welfare mechanism. Welfare is a total concept. How the things are taken into consideration of welfare, problem solving mechanism. All the things are, because it is very, very important. Confidence is the confidence should be given, confidence should be transformed, confidence should be taken into consideration to reach at the end of the, even for unskilled labor. So confidence should not be deviated from any kind of communication is there. Creativity. Leadership is nothing but creativity, because every consumer or every customer for an organization which requires what type of products are being delivered by the organizations are concerned. Leadership is not only for the industry, is not only for the industry, even for self-help groups, even for the women empowerment, even for even every individual, even for agriculture, even for the unorganized, for example, unorganized sector. In India today is an overwhelming proportion of the people are working in the unorganized sector. But unorganized sector itself having the organization. Organization is an unorganized sector because there is a contractor, there is a middleman who is having some kind of level to consider in confidence. So creativity is a very key of every wherever the leadership is prevailing. Cleverness. These dimensions of the leadership is very important. The cleverness of the leader. The leader is very clever. The leader is understanding because he is abundantly having the knowledge gained from the books, websites, what are the development of CEOs, irrespective of the sex, irrespective of the continent, countries, how they are making use of this policy of the governance, programs of the government, and the scientific writings is updating everything because it's not only for the confined to the organization is concerned. He is keeping some kind of hours, some kind of time to update this knowledge. He is visiting the websites at regular interval and going through the what type of the top class organizations having the cleverness. So that is very important. He is bringing to the organization concern. Problem solving mechanism, because problems are essential. Problems will develop from time to time. The meaning of the problem itself, problem is a phenomenon. It is having the own solving, it is having the solution too. So problem solving mechanism, when the problems are there, there is a possibility to join together with the management and workers. Because problems are essential to find out the solution to the problems, because problem solving mechanism always, we cannot say that problem should not be there. That problem is not there means we can understand that it is the functionalism. Functionalism is dead against the conflict perspective is concerned. Conflict perspective is when the thesis is always having antithesis. Thesis and antithesis creating the synthesis. So in this context, the leader could understand that always problem solving mechanism is a need of our integrity, because workers and management, even though it is a opposite polar dichotomy, different from each aim is different from others. But the important thing is when talking about the quality control, when we are talking about the achievement, when talking the goal, objectivity, integrity is very, very important. Integrity is because in all the workers are joined together with the management, with the leaders concerned. Integrity is the key. When joined together is when the people with the involvement join together, the goal is achieving the goal is very, very simple, and it is going towards the direction is giving more the effortless work is will create the integrity is concerned. Dedication. When the leader is having dedicated, when the leader is having the mindset, when the leader is having coming to the organization with the dedicated mindset, all the workers also will fall on the line. When the worker is not having the dedication in his mind, worker is absence of mind, what will be happen? He cannot create, he cannot initiate the leadership process are concerned, because he knows very well that today the work should be started from, because achieving the target is very important. Sometimes some section may not work, but even though he is taken to consider. Magnanimity. Sometimes leaders having the, because it is the need of our magnanimity, sometimes the workers may not be, because workers may not be happy, or workers may not be working is according to his efficiency, as a SWOT analysis. The worker, the management can understand the strength, weakness, and the is making SWOT analysis. You can understand the magnanimity is very, very important role. Fairness on the management, fairness of the workers. He already knows that bridging the gap, even health sector, governance, whatever it may be, non-governmental organization, community-based organization, trust. Many organizations are, because every organization is objective is very, very differ, because sometimes banking organization, military organization, police organization, educational organization, every organization is differ. It is the objective is concerned, because it is the magnanimity, fairness are very, very important. Assertiveness is the important aspect of the leader. Already we have seen in the skills also. When the worker is assertive, when the worker is firm on its decision, is not going back. So that will be very important. Suppose he is fluctuation, he is changing his mindset. What will be happen? Assertiveness go occupy the back seat. There should not workers always thinking about a positive thought, always in the forefront. He is standing on the forefront, taking the people to take into consideration. Inspiration. Leader is always going for the making the inspiring others. Inspire is not as a is a word. It is not only a concept, but it is understanding. Even though workers are manifold, multiplied 1,000, 3,000, 10,000, but because when the work the group is very small, we can each and every workers we can understand. But when the organization is so high, when the organization is so big, but inspiring by his activities, involvement of the leaders is very, very important, because involvement in each and every aspect. When the workers are not, workers should not be alienated. There are some marks told that alienated workers will move towards the trade unions, because workers should come to the management because of the leader is always there. Informative. Once upon a time, knowledge is power. Today we are talking about more and more information, more and more objective, more and more organizations motto, more and more. When you are going to the organization, different kinds of organizations, their motto, their understanding, their culture, because purposely we keep on saying that taking more and more information from approaching different organizations level from time to time. So this is the leadership is autocratic, democratic, and charismatic. What we are talking about today, it requires important to madam audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Important thing is the workers can understand. 1 minute.
Sir, your
1 minute, madam. 1 minute.
presentation not visible.
1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think visible now.
No,
visible.
sir.
Visible.
No, sir.
1 minute. Not visible.
No, sir.
1 minute. Not visible, madam. Still.
No, sir. Not visible.
Not visible.
Is your presentation is over, sir?
And only 2 to 3 minutes, madam.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will extend for your speak, because leaders require 3 kinds of things. It's audible,
Your
no,
voice is break, sir.
I see. Then, 1 minute.
Yeah.
I think interruption in the this one, 1 minute.
You can start without PPT, sir. No problem.
Yeah, okay. So this is what my concluding remark is. Leadership requires leadership is independent variable. Productivity is the dependent variable. In between, moral building is very, very important, because we require. Long ago, American industrial experts found that leadership is always a very important dimension. Who is creating morale from time to time to achieve the productivity is concerned, because efficiency of the leaders depending upon the efficiency of the workers depending upon the leadership. Leader is there, then he can person to achieve the target is fixed by him for this. Okay.